Welcome back to Morning Markets on Tuesday, the 21st of November. We've got the US equity market up, we've got the US dollar down. Is this the market telling us that they expect the Federal Reserve are finished with interest rate hikes? Stay tuned to find out more. Today we received the minutes from the latest Federal Reserve meeting at which they held interest rates at 5.25% to 5.5%. Since the last meeting, there's been a lot of discussion from Fed members and Jerome Powell to essentially try and manage expectations, acknowledging that the battle on inflation is not yet won. This is to try and calm the expectations of bond traders and some of the excitement. If we look since the beginning of the month, we've seen bond yields move down from a level of around 5% to 4.5% on the 10-year. This is essentially the market suggesting that the Federal Reserve are finished with interest rate hikes and there's scope for taking interest rates lower. At this point in time, the market is expecting interest rates to be moderated around the spring of next year. However, just to note, the level at which they're expecting would still keep policy restrictive, and this is essentially what the Federal Reserve need in order to get to that target. But where was that excitement coming from last week? Well, it was the evidence that we were seeing inflation moderate in the United States. We had headline inflation moderate from 3.7 to 3.2 and the core reading from 4.1 to 4. So we're seeing excitement from the bond market on the prospect of rates coming down. However, central banks are at this stage trying to manage that expectation. We're going to learn more about the discussions which took place at the Fed when the minutes are released later today. We've also got NVIDIA who are reporting their earnings, which is going to be very topical, which I'm sure we'll bring to life on our morning markets tomorrow. We also saw a rise in the oil price, and this is essentially a build-up of discussions ahead of OPEC Plus's meeting in Vienna on Sunday, where they're suggesting that they may consider moderating the supply levels in the marketplace. So a number of aspects which are at play at this point in time. We'll find out more in terms of those Federal Reserve projections later today when those minutes are released. Thank you very much for watching. We look forward to bringing you up to date tomorrow here on Morning Markets.